it's Marina, the Soul Alchemist, and it is time for Pick Your Own Card Weekly Guidance and the reveal of the cards. But if you've not tuned in yet, I'd like you to use your intuition and tune into cards 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to reveal the messages, themes, and energies that will support you over the next 7 days. I would encourage you to listen to all cards because they all tend to weave into each other. They tend to build from card 1 through to card 3. And we have the bonus card that's also going to be revealed at the end, and this is supporting you with your karmic challenges. So it's what you need to specifically focus on to kind of work through whatever karmic patterns or connections or things like that that you have going on. So I'm going to reveal that at the end. So if you are wondering what cards I'm using the Akashic Oracle card deck, so you can actually purchase your own deck and play along with me each week, or you can reach out and have your own Empowerment Oracle session. And I do single sessions, or I do a subscription where you get 4 sessions per year, because I do a 3-month forecast with Akashic Healing. So reach out or click the links below to find out more about that. So if you've picked card 1, so this is where the journey starts. And this might not have been your focus, but I might have asked you to come back and listen to card 1, because this is essentially what is going on for all of us this week. It might not be your specific focus, but this is going on. And so for some of whatever is going on in 2 or 3 as your focus, know that underneath that you've got a growth and an up level going on here. So you've got this lady that's kind of moving forward into the light, out of this kind of like cavernous of kind of darkness, and she's reaching actually for a key. And it's the key that she is focusing on, and it's that kind of thing that's given her the breakthrough. It's the thing that's disintegrating the wall, disintegrating the perceived blockages, in order to have that growth and up level. And growth and up levels, usually we normally have a breakdown before the breakthrough. So we have resistance, we have self-sabotage, we have procrastination, we have doubt, imposter syndrome, tiredness, confusion. Oh my God, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm going to jack it all in. All of this is normal behavior, normal things, limiting beliefs, stories that we tell ourselves. This is normal before we have a breakthrough. And so growth and up level, you're always going to have some kind of resistance. You're always going to have some kind of breakdown. And that also can show up, third dimensionally in your experience, where things are breaking down. People are having lots of dramatic things happening, which means that you get pulled away from your focus because you've got to go and sort somebody else's issues out, which you don't have to, but you feel that you feel that you have to. And that's the story that you tell yourself. And so all of that can happen, especially when we're on a growth and up level trajectory. And so just be really mindful of what is coming through in terms of your self-sabotage, the things that are conveniently stepping in the way that keep pulling you off track. But this card is giving the breakthrough, and this is like the light is shining in, and it's like, oh my God, I'm finally getting through to the other side. And that is what's happening this week. So if you have been feeling a bit confused, tired, not sure what direction you're going in, having all of the doubts, the self-sabotage, all of that, you're going to feel like there's a breakthrough. We're stepping into September this week as well, fully into September. So it's a beautiful card to kind of set this like next 4 months off on a really, really, in a really kind of aligned way. Now, what I am really focusing on, and I don't know if you can see it, but she's reaching for this key here. And that is in the light. And that is the thing that she's really focusing on. And the key is there, and she's grasping it. And that's the thing that has almost given her this breakthrough. And what you'll see in this card also is there's lots of other keys, all, floating around. And there could be lots of other things that could have been focused on. But she is focusing on the one thing. And that's the other thing that I would say with the message of this card is stick to one or very few things in order to have this growth and up level, because I know from personal experience that if I say yes to lots of things, then that's a self-sabotaging pattern in order to overwhelm myself and not achieve everything. And, you know, that doesn't happen. What I tend to do then is work extra hard to make sure that I achieve everything. And that can be detrimental to my own energy, having time off, you know, all of those types of things, making it kind of harder than it needs to be. And that's because my ego just wants to say yes to everything. It's like this impulse that I have. And so this card is saying the most effective growth and up level and breakthrough that you can have is to just kind of keep it simple, focus on the one or couple of things, don't overcomplicate it, don't overwhelm yourself with taking on too much or feeling like the thing that you have said yes to, it feels too big. And so rather than kind of tackling it, you say no to it or you just don't get anything done. And if that's the case where you feel that you have got this one big thing, the way to work through that is to break it down into smaller chunks and start to just work at the beginning through the steps, and slowly you will get that progress and you'll have that breakthrough. But this is about keeping it simple, keeping it small steps, and just moving through. And just know that you know, whatever has been going on for you in terms of the ups and downs and, you know, all of those things that maybe have been coming up for you, it's part of your growth and up level trajectory. But this week we have the breakthrough, so keep taking steps forward. The light is there at the end of the tunnel. You're walking through the light into whatever it is that you've been trying to intend, or in terms of goals, whatever you've been kind of like focusing on or wanting to focus on, and it's just been really hard. You're going to start to see some movement and progress this week, which will give you motivation. When we start to just see that we've got some element of step completed, or there's progress, or we feel supported, we get motivated, we get the drive back, we get the inspiration, we get the confidence, we get the energy. But by keeping it as small steps, we're more likely to kind of keep stepping forward, because we can keep ticking the things off the list, or we just feel more accomplished. And accomplishment and that sense of achievement, don't really, you know, don't underestimate that, because that is one of the drivers that will keep you motivated and keep you connected with your why and moving forward. So growth and up level is what we're experiencing. We're seeing the light. We're seeing, you know, we're kind of walking through into the light, into this next phase, next step, next chapter. So let me know how card one resonates for you. If you want to go deeper, or if you want to play along with me each week and get your own deck, then click the links in the comments below, or reach out to me and I can share more information with you. Just know that the one-to-one oracle sessions include Akashic record healing, very much tailored, very much channeled to you and your next 3-month forecast. So card 2 builds on card 1. If you have picked card 2 as your main focus, please go and listen to card 1, because it's a foundational card that then sets you off on card 2. So card 1, we had this breakthrough, we're walking into the light. Then we get to card 2. It's very much still similar colours, which kind of echo card 1. So we've still got lots of blues and turquoises. And you can see that this female has her eyes blindfolded, and it's Alchemy and Magic, one of my favourite cards, of course, because, you know, what we do with our energies and, you know, with pendulum and the Akashic records and all of the healing modalities that are out there, whether you may be also involved in, it's all alchemy. And so this week, if you've picked card 2 as your main focus, this is about recognizing the alchemy and magic that you can do in your own life. And it doesn't have to be through a formal healing modality. You supporting somebody, you being the kind of the space where somebody can share their troubles or come for you for some guidance. getting them to change their mindset or perspective on something, or maybe, you know, inviting them to practice some forgiveness or do some shadow work or whatever it might be, supporting somebody with an aha moment, that kind of thing. That is alchemy, and that's magic right there. And quite often we can think that alchemy and magic has to be this thing that we can't see, but actually, I mean, alchemy and magic generally is something in terms of the inspiration and the idea, we can't see that, but the results absolutely we can see, because we then go and change our choices, our decisions, and it brings a different result. It maybe elevates a relationship that we've been having struggles and challenges with. It might be that we then activate more client flow into our business. It might be that you then have the courage to leave a job and go for another job that where you're going to be more valued and respected. It might be that your health starts to improve, or you're more motivated to look after your body and nurture your body in a different way, or move it more. That's alchemy and magic in the physical, because you are actually experiencing the transformation. You can actually see it, it's tangible. But what goes on in the background from a fourth dimensional perspective, so that's your emotions and your thoughts, from the fifth dimension, which is the Akashic records, it's the spiritual realm and above, that's all where the alchemy and the magic also happens. And with this card is asking for you to believe in the unseen, in the unknown, in the things that are going on in the background that are being activated by your spirit team, perhaps by the universe, by your higher self, your guides, where you are, you know, you're working co-creatively with them, you know, where you're setting your intentions and asking for support. You are inviting alchemy and magic into your life. So it's really using the unseen forces and your guides to support you this week with creating alchemy and magic in your life. And so that could be supporting you with something that you want to achieve, something that's maybe based with card one, but knowing that it's unseen forces, it's the thing that you can't see, but you've got to trust in it and you've got to believe in it, and just have that faith that whatever needs to happen in the background where it's unseen is going to occur if it's for your highest good, and it's going to help your transformation. It's going to help you move forward. So it's believing in the unknown, it's believing in the unseen, it's believing in your guides, your spirit team, the universe, that the support is there and they are helping you. And now if you're not connecting in with your spirit team, then this card is an acknowledgement that that would be a good thing to do. But again, it's trusting that these things will happen in the background. And so not everything is going to be out on view. And your ego quite often wants evidence. It wants to see the roadmap. It wants every step, you know, that it's going to take in order to make this change or go through this transformation. It's like, well, I want to make sure that that's going to happen before I decide to do it, because I want to feel safe. That's what the ego is saying. But this card is saying, no, we've got to trust, and we've got to follow the breadcrumbs and follow the soul urges and the nudges that we are being given on the path. This is our map. We've got the map, but we're just doing it step by step, and we've got to have trust and faith. So you are being guided all of the time. It's whether you are connecting intentionally, it's whether you are following the soul urges and the nudges or the synchronicities and the signs in order to work through your path and kind of move forward. But this card is asking you to believe in alchemy and magic this week, in the unknown, having trust and faith that everything is working out for your highest good. Everything is working out for you, not to you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And this is also about believing in your own alchemy and magic. We are all alchemists, we are all magicians, and we can all create magic from perceived challenges, failures, mistakes. We can all alchemize that into an opportunity, into a pivot, into a training, into being able to advise, guide, support others. there's always ways to alchemize and create magic, further magic for ourselves, but also magic for others. So how can you be the alchemist and the magician this week? And yeah, create magic for others, create magic for yourself, but know that this is not being seen through the physical eyes. It's what's going on in the spiritual realm, spiritual realms, also in the fourth dimension. That's where the magic is happening, and it's about trusting that. So it might be that you need to elevate your trust in yourself and trust in your guides, or it might be that you just need to utilize that aspect of yourself, your inner alchemist and your inner magician, and the archetypes of those, as I say, that we all hold, using that more. So let me know how that card resonates. And of course, card 2 totally weaves into card 1 in terms of having that up level and breakthrough and your next steps. So continuing to create the magic on this next bit. Excuse me. Now, if you want to go deeper, then you know where to find me. There's comments and links, links in the comments, links in the description as well. You can either get your own cards and play along with me each week, or you can have your own empowerment oracle reading session, psychic session, Akashic healing, your next 3-month forecast, or you can be supported for a whole year with 4 sessions, which is incredible value. And you can do that on a monthly subscription. So it's a really affordable way to kind of get my support for a whole 12 months. Okay, so you pick card 3 as your main focus. Please go back and listen to cards 1 and cards 2, because they're foundational and they weave into card 3. So card 3 is like your pinnacle part of this particular reading. And of course, we've got the bonus, which is all about karmic challenges. So card 3, again, the colors of this particular card really relate really well and fit into cards 2 and cards 1. Now, what I get with here is soul contracts. Again, what we've got is a very galactic feeling here with card 3. And for me, soul contracts, for this particular message this week, it is about the attraction of others and attracting our soul tribe, attracting those that are stepping into our experience, or they're already in our lives and they are contracted to work with us. And that could be at a soul level. It could be at a very practical, physical level, as in having a contract at work, contract in your business with clients. It could be a contract as in marriage vow. That is also a contract. So we've got very physical, tangible contracts available as well. But what I was really what I really connected with in this card was the way that these 2 auric fields are kind of crossing over. And so it feels like this beautiful merging of these 2 souls coming together. And that's what I feel that this card for card 3 is this week. So this could be with client attraction and magnetizing people, to work with you. It's just almost like, suddenly your auric field and your energetic frequency and your coding is suddenly being picked up out in the quantum field, out in the dimensions, and people are starting to kind of notice the ping of your frequency that you're putting out. And our frequency and our pings are definitely amplified when we are setting intentions, because that's what we're basically doing. We're setting an intention, we're anchoring it into our Akashic records, maybe anchoring in a success anchor also. And then what we're doing is we're transmitting, this is what we want, this is what we're intending. And so those little pings then get picked up. It's like frequencies, and they start, if they're contracted on some level to come and support you in some way, or to help with a growth lesson, which might feel a bit more challenging, they're going to start to magnetize themselves to you. So it's a little bit like this rope, you're kind of like pulling them in on an energetic level. So I feel that this magnetism of people gravitating into your experience this week, into your lives. It could be through business, it could be old friendships, it could be, like you say, it could be enemies as such, you know, people that you don't get on so much with, but they're contracted in some way to, and being magnetized to help with a growth lesson, help with a learning, helping with a healing opportunity, because you might get triggered by them. And that's like, well, rather than being in the wound of that and woe is me, and he said this or she said that, and you know, I feel this, I feel that. I mean, of course, there's always you know, we have to honor that and recognize that that's going on for us, but we don't have to sit in that. It's kind of like, okay, well, this is really showing me that this is bothering me on a level. Why is that? And it won't be necessarily about the person. It'll be kind of what they are reflecting back to you in terms of what you need to look at. But generally what I feel this is more about support. So magnetizing support, soul tribe, community, friendships. And it might be that there's not anything specific that you need support with, but it's almost like energetically that, you know, you're just gathering these people and they're there just in case you need to reach out, ask a question, get some support, get some advice, maybe just to hang out and just relax and have some fun. You know, that's what I'm getting with these kind of like this magnetism here. It's just being held, it's being supported, and that's what we've got here going on this week. You've got support gravitating towards you, and it's on an unconscious level. It's just happening in the background. So should you need that support in some shape or form, you've got people there. So this is about not feeling alone. This is very much about feeling part of something and knowing that you are supported on a spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional level. So that is card 3. So for me, this is a beautiful pinnacle of these 3 cards, where we've got this growth up level. We're moving into the light. We're then trusting our alchemist and our inner magician to create magic, to move things around, to move ourselves forward, to do whatever it is that we need to do to kind of continue the growth and the up level. And then guess what? We've got support. We're magnetizing support into our experience to also help with that growth and up level. So we're not alone in doing this. And we're never alone spiritually. We are never alone. But if you haven't really got that deep connection or any kind of connection with your spirit team and your guides, that's what I would recommend you start to do. It's part of your ascension process, a part of being in this human experience at this point in time. It's knowing that you never are alone. You've always got your guardian angel, for starters. Your guardian angel was assigned to you from your soul's creation, and it will be the same angel that supports you in all your incarnations. They never leave your side until you decide to not be an individual soul and you go back to divine source and become part of creator. So you've always got your guardian angel, and then you've always got your higher self. You can't get rid of your higher self. And you've always got your shadow. Shadow's not, going anywhere. And you've always got your ego. That's not going anywhere. So, there's always aspects of us. We are always supported in some shape or form. So we're never, ever alone. And then, of course, we have our ancestors and family guides that come in to support us. We have our spirit guides that are assigned to us also in every lifetime. And then there's also those transitional guides and mentors and masters and goddesses and, galactic energies or elemental energies that also come in and support us as well. So we all have big teams if we choose to use them or choose to connect. So that is the kind of the 3 cards. That's the journey of this week. Now we're going to top it off with the karmic challenges. So we've got all of this up level. We're going this breakthrough with the alchemist and with the magician. We're magnetizing all of this amazing support. How can we deal with our karmic challenges? This is the bonus card. And what area of our life? There's 2 areas of our life that brings up our karma in the most beautiful and gorgeous way, and really highlights where we need our healing. One is money. The other is family. So karmic challenges are definitely connected with family. And so what I picked up with this card is this real kind of connection with the hands. and feeling supported. And this is a karmic challenge. So this week, you may find that there is a feeling of being unsupported, a lack of support from family. So this is different to this card because this is magnetizing soul tribe and guides, and that's a very different kind of support. Family, we can feel very disconnected from, we can feel excluded from, we can feel like we're the black sheep, that we don't belong in our family, that we're the odd one out. So we don't have this very kind of beautiful, supported, whatever's going on, family have got you. The karmic challenge this week is to show it's to show situations perhaps, or memories or thoughts or emotions or beliefs around feeling excluded, feeling like you don't belong. And there's massive societal programming and expectations and cultural things around family. Family blood is thicker than water, so, and which is kind of like the saying around, no matter what is going on, no matter what kind of rubbish is happening, it's acceptable because we are connected through blood, which is a load of BS, to be honest. Because why do we have to tolerate a lack of standards or a lack of boundaries, or having to tolerate somebody's behavior or beliefs or opinions because we are related? And so this is what's going to be coming up karmically for us this week. So it could be that somebody actually contacts you this week. It might be that you're just shown, as I say, a particular memory that comes up from the past, which you're ready to kind of handle in terms of healing. It might be that you reach out and ask for support and you get a no. And then obviously that raises an element of rejection, feeling abandoned, feeling wounded because somebody said no to you, especially when you feel that you really need that support. So family ties, and this is your karmic challenge, is dealing with family karma. And now that family karma also may come through health challenges also, where there's like genetic karmic health stuff that just comes through the bloodline. And so that could be hereditary bits and pieces that are coming through. And so you might find that that is something that needs to be addressed from a health perspective this week. There might be a flare up or something like that. And it's just showing, it's presenting itself through the health. Now, with all of this, if you can do any healing, any forgiveness, any acceptance work around your family, around yourself, in terms of acknowledging that that you've got these feelings, and that's perfect. It's perfectly acceptable. We don't need to judge those feelings. If we need to cut any cords to any particular situations or traumas or memories that still feel painful, this is an invitation this week to do all of that kind of work. So anything where you can elevate your own connection with family ties or disconnect family ties, because for some of us, we have to completely disconnect ourselves from our family because it's toxic and it isn't for our highest good. And we don't have to conform to societal conditioning around family having to stick together no matter what. As I say, if that's not for your highest good, you don't do it. You don't have to do it. You don't feel that you need to conform. So however the karma's coming up for you connected with family, then you know that you have the tools and the resources. There's lots of resources on my channel. I will link something at the end here as a journey or a meditation that helps with healing in the Akashic records with family. Lots of resources, lots of people that you can reach out to. I'm sure, reach out to me, or if I can't help you, then I'll know somebody that can help you, that's going to help you to support you going through any karmic challenges that connect with family, ancestors, generational stuff. But this is coming up this week, and this is being shown to us because we're ready to handle it and we're ready to do the work. And essentially what we're doing is helping the family lineage by any healing that we do. We're helping our future incarnations, our own future incarnations. We're helping our future generations also with releasing anything that isn't supporting us, but also anything that's toxic in terms of karmic patterning and behaviors and trauma, conditioning, programming, all of that. We help our family as well. We help the greater collective with this kind of healing as well. You can see how we've got this beautiful rainbow over the tree. The tree is wise. The tree is kind of like the overarching connection of family. If you think of a tree, it has all of the roots connected to all the other trees. It's one massive network. It's like collective consciousness. And we have this beautiful rainbow, which kind of for me is the ascension. It's kind of high vibe. That's what we're able to do. We're able to raise the vibration of our family roots, our tree roots, our karmic roots, our soul roots, our ancestral roots. We're able to kind of elevate all of that. So big card, but it's coming up because we are able to handle it and we have the resources and the tools to do it. And if you're unsure whether you have the resources or tools, then just pop a comment below and I can guide you in the most aligned way possible. So let me know how those cards resonate. Lots to unpack there, lots to support you. Essentially, we're on a growth, we're on an up level, we're moving forwards, lots of magic, lots of alchemy going on. And we're attracting the right people in to support us with that. What a great week. What an amazing week. And we've also got time to do some karmic healing for our family and ourselves. So let me know how you found that, the weekly messages, how you're going to move forward with your growth and up levels this week. I would love to know. What alchemy and magic do you think you can tap into to support you? That could be guides. It could be your own healing modalities and gifts that you have, soul gifts, psychic powers that you've got going on, and maybe an indication of who you feel that might be supporting you this week as well, who you're going to be magnetizing in to help you. Let me know if you want a deck of these cards to play along with me each week, or if you want to have your own personal session. I would love to support you. So love and blessings, and I will see you in 7 days. Speak to you soon. Bye.